Hello, YouTube long rodders. Welcome to a Sunday live stream. And right now, if you're interested in learning a little more about bugs, getting more time out of you, or catching more fish while your time on the water, or getting more out of time in your water, you're at the right YouTube channel, because we are the best fly fishing YouTube channel. And let's get started with our live stream questions and answers and talking about fishing right now.
You and me, we meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Hey, welcome back, Lot Marauders. We got a lot to cover today on today's live stream. A lot going on YouTube. As you can tell, as I've been talking about it, we'll bring a little more detail about this. YouTube's changed their policy for monetization to 4,000 watch time hours and to 1,000 subscribers. And even if you have made that milestone, hey, we got somebody live. Hey, whoever's live with us right now, can you go down in the chat and tell me how the stream's looking? We changed it from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 9 o'clock in the morning because our stream health was really bad at 2 o'clock. A lot of people on the internet. So we started doing it now so that you that are watching this replay can watch it. It won't be all crappy. I mean, one of the live streams, I couldn't even keep it because it was so bad. So that's why we shifted to 9. So for everybody in the replay, watching this in the replay will have a better experience. It was really bad on the replay. And even our stream was really bad. So we got one person live. So I don't think Super Chat's up. Huh. I don't think Super Chat's up here. It's weird. I can't get the Super Chat up. Well, for all you people in the replay, there's nobody chatting. I'll just read all the comments. I'm having a problem with the OBS and YouTube. So if you're the one that's live here now, you can tell us how our stream is. I guess we'll just keep going on with the information. I would like to hear how our live stream is. But, okay. Let's do a couple announcements. One, I wanted to bring you, because I think I might have did a video on it, but I want you to check it out. I got this. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but this is huge in the mail. There'll be a link in this video below, if you're watching this in the replay, where you can get your copy of this, and I recommend it. This book here, holy cow. When I say it is big, it is big. Yeah, it's a huge, huge book. And like I said in the link below, it's called America's Favorite Flies. I want to just show you something that was really cool about this book. Let's see if I can find it. I'll go through it with you quick. But you can see some of the pictures. Pretty cool. There's 230 different flies in this book. And then here you can see some of the artwork, which I think this is the artist. I'm thinking about buying some of the artwork out of here. There's some beautiful artwork. There's some beautiful, beautiful art in here. It's amazing. Here, I don't know if I can find. Flip to it quick. That. Should have had this marked before this thing came on. Started, but unfortunately I did have it marked and I lost my bookmark. But anyway, what these have is stories. You can see the stories, the picture of the people. Each person that puts a fly in here, they have their own little story. And it's a really good book, you know. I recommend it highly for anybody, but I'm going to have to put my glasses on so I can see page numbers. Okay. This is really cool. Let's see if you can see this. Can you see it? Right there? Yep. That is yours truly. I am in the book, which is really cool. It is really cool. And I'll take you back here. But anyway, we are in this book. They have a picture of our fly, which is the white SOB. It's the deadly streamer. You can see it on our old video. But this is a really cool book. Like I said, there's so many flies covered. You know, it's amazing. So we're going to have a link below so you can go and get your copy of these. And there, like I said, there's 200 and I think 35 flies in here with stories about the flies, how they work, pictures, artwork. It is, I am so happy. See, I got my copy and I am so, like I said, this is a book, you know. You can weigh down the wings with it, you know, whatever. But it is a great, great book. So make sure you guys all check that out. What else do we have going on our channel? Also in the links below, around that where you can find this, is we opened a new store. Now, we only have one person talking to us live. So it means a lot of you guys be doing this in a replay, which is all kosher, you know, you can do it in a replay. So if you're watching this in a replay, a lot of you guys got a hold of us when we first put out our shirt in that video and said you wanted to see this shirt. You said, I don't want the picture of the bug, I want a picture of the fly, which made me really excited about it, because we could do a t-shirt for every fly. Well, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. I gotta find it first. Okay. Let's go to the midge. This is our midge shirt. We got two of them out now. The midge and the black blue-winged olive. Let's take a look at the front. As you can see, there's the picture of your fly on the front. It's a really cool shirt. And here's the back. The back shows you the recipe on how to tie the fly. Tells you the name of the fly. Here's the blue-winged olive front. That's just really cool. I like that picture. You can see that. Here's the blue-winged olive back. And we tell you how to tie the fly. I think they are some of the coolest things I've ever seen. So now, if you love our new shirts, make sure you go and order one. Now, I understand. When I first released my shirts a while back, they were a lot cheaper. These are 22, 20, I think actually 23. And what happened was, Amazon, making our shirts, all their prices went up. So even though I'm charging more money for the shirts, I'm making less money. I think I'm at like $3 per shirt. See, I could set the price, but, you know, I thought, I don't want to sell them for, I don't know, probably $17 and make nothing. So we don't make much off these shirts, even though they are $22. Amazon's taking a lot more from us to produce these shirts and send them to you. But it would help our channel a lot to check out these, you know, buy a shirt. And we'll talk a little bit later on the live stream about that. Let's get to some, we only have one person, so I can't take questions. Sorry about that. Gotta have a cigar while I talk. Makes me think better. One of the things I wanted to go over with you guys, so we're not just talking about books and our store, which is really cool. It's in the link below too. But we'll talk about that. Let's get to some fly fishing stuff. I had a guy call me from California the other day, and I talked to him on the phone, which was one of our subscribers, which is really cool. And he had a lot of questions for me. So if you have a lot of questions, below, way down there in the bottom of all this description, if you're watching in this replay, there's an email link to me. What I'm going to do is you get a hold of me through email, and we'll set up some Skype time. And I'm thinking about, I don't know, you guys tell me what you think in the comments on the replay in this video. I'm thinking $25, and we'll spend, I don't know, 4 hours with you, face-on-face Skype time with any problems you're having with the tying. Let's say you're like, I can't understand, my thread keeps breaking. We'll diagnostic, we'll fix that problem. I'm not sure how I debarb the hook. I'm not sure how I set my vise up. I'm not sure how you wrap that hackle without getting them a lot trapped down. Any questions you have on fly tying, we will cover in a 4-hour personal one-on-one time with us. Maybe you just have a bunch of questions about fly fishing you want to ask for a couple hours. Maybe you just want to chat, but you drop me an email, let me know you're interested, and we'll just work it out through PayPal. And then we'll have a one-on-one Skype time where me and you could talk fishing or your fly tying or whatever you have problems with. It'd be a one-on-one problem, you know, any problem you have. That's one thing we're offering. You know, another one is to help support the channel. You could do the store. You could buy t-shirts. Then there's a reason why I'm going through it. Now, we don't get anything out of the book sales. So if you buy the book, that's just, you know, we still only have one person watching live. The only thing I don't like about 9 o'clock in the morning is we don't have many people watching this live. A lot of you watch it on the replay. But if we don't do it at 9 o'clock in the morning, you can't hardly watch the replay. Last one I did, I had to erase it. So thank you for the one person that is watching. I just wish they could tell me how the chat looks. And if you guys are watching this in the replay, I'm sorry you didn't catch us. I tried telling everybody it was 9 o'clock. You have to write it on your calendar, not this next coming Sunday, the following Sunday. We might start doing streams in and out, but Tracy's off on the weekends that we don't do these, and it's kind of hard to do one. With Tracy off, we kind of want to go fishing or spend time together. But we might get her involved in some of these live streams, and we could do them every Sunday. We'll see. We'll talk to Tracy about that. Get her on her case. Get a hold of her on Facebook and say, hey, Tracy, we want them every Sunday. You got to be a part of it, whatever. So the reason why we're having this discussion about how you can support the channel, I know these videos I could just click record and put it on my camera, but some things that people don't understand about this channel is, one, is the camera that you're watching. The cameras we're using on the creek when you watch videos, which we're upgrading, and the internet to keep this all going. We had a very bad 2017 year, so it was really rough. We're just now getting caught up on all our bills, so the internet bill is the least important, so that might go. So what I'm saying to you is we might have a couple week break here until we get our internet back on. And you're like, no, 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 don't do that. I keep watching. Yeah, we're posting videos about every other day. And it's this bad time to do it because this is where we get tired. And, you know, if we get, the internet goes off for a couple weeks, next thing you know, we're back to work and we don't have time to make videos. But if this concerns you, we have a GoFundMe. It's at $300, I think, with our internet bill. If you're interested in helping us out, click the link below. Check out the GoFundMe. And you can help us stay live. I'm thinking today's Sunday, maybe Monday or Tuesday, they're going to switch to Switch. I mean, I would say definitely by Thursday. The week first of the month. Most likely, no more internet. I can't upload videos. So if that concerns you, you could do, like I said, you could go buy t-shirts at our store. You can go buy, we have everything. We have vices, boots, waders, rods. We have rods from $100-some. Or if you click the one on the main page when you show up, that one is $1,300. It's a Recon 3 or 2 or whatever. Orbis rod, we have all price range. We have boots in all kinds of price ranges, from Sims to Hogmans. We have boots in all kinds of, and we have almost everything. If you see something when you go to our store, if you see something you need for fly tying and it's not in our store, send us a message on this comment on one of our videos and say, hey, you don't have this, and I was looking for it. And I guarantee you by the next day or that same day, it'll be on there. We can add, I think, as much stuff as we want. And the whole website is an Amazon affiliate link, so we get I don't know, some percentage of all the sales. And even if you don't buy it, within 24 hours, if anybody uses your computer, we still get the credit. So you could do the GoFundMe live chat for $25. You could do buy t-shirts to help support this channel to keep it going. Like I said, I have no idea when they're going to just flip the switch and how long it's going to be off till we can come up with, till we get it started. And I mean, maybe you don't care. I mean, I don't want to sit here and beg you guys for money. I'm just asking if it concerns you. If you don't want to see the channel go for a couple weeks, I'm giving you a way out. Okay? I'm not saying you have to or getting you to feel guilty or any of that. It's just if you would not like to see the channel go down, I'm giving you opportunities of how to prevent that from happening. Like I said, the church, the bill is about $300. You'd have to order 100 shirts to keep, So whatever you want to do, if you're interested. Now, let's go back. Let's talk some fishing. Whew. All that crap about YouTube and everything's taking a crap. And it's sometimes complicated to stay on top of all this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk life cycles of bugs. Now, every bug has a life cycle. Some, I thought I knew what was going on. Some of them, I am not a bug scientist. I can't always be right on everything I predict. Like when I was a kid, I remember calling slate drakes March Browns because they kind of look like they're like a March Brown. They're just extra big. I mean, there's things I've learned since I started. I learned just with you. This channel is growing, and I'm learning more. Like, the new flies we're doing. We spent the first year just doing patterns, you know, like this is how you tie a quill Gordon. This year I'd like to get more into personalizing these, your typical dry patterns, where I've discovered little things that make the fish rise for it. Like one, I used a lot, you've seen a lot of my videos lately, I've been using ice dubbing. Well, there's a reason behind that. I had, if you go back to one of the last fishing videos we ever posted, and see all them brown trout that I caught, big browns. At the end of this stream, or end of this video, go back and check it out. I caught big browns and on a caddis, dry. Now, one, they were just migrating. They weren't really landing in the water, but every once in a while, the wind would blow, and one would blow in, and the fish would eat it. And I seen this happening, and I pulled the caddis off and looked at it, and it was a tan. A light brown. Almost this color of the cigar packs, the cigars I smoke, see? Almost that color. And I didn't have any, and I was like, well, I have a black. So I tied this elk hair caddis on in a black, and I was catching fish with it. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, you know? Because you shouldn't, you know, they should be eating what's on the, what's in this, in the, that's available to them. But I think that a flash dubbing or ice dubbing got their attention, and they were taking them. Now that's just a theory, but you know. I think my camera's a little out of focus. See if I can straighten that out quick. There, that's better. Back in focus. Okay, we're back. And like, I want to get into more mergers. And so if you follow all these new series till we get to the end, and you tie every fly that's in this series, you will be covered through all the life cycles. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to be able to tie every single. So when if you go through every fly that we tied, and you went to the creek, and a caddis or a drake or anything was on the water, you'd have the nymph, the emerger, everything. She'd be like, okay, I think they're hitting the emergers right below the surface. Oh, we just went red in stream quality. I don't know what happened there. Just went to, it's probably all glitchy. Let's see what's up. Huh. I don't know. It says we're, yeah, it's really glitchy. Alright. I don't know how I would even go back out and... Alright. Well, I hope it's not too bad. Anyhow, so I want you to be covered through all the life cycles of each fly, so that when you go to the creek, you're set to go. So right now, we're going to discuss some of these life cycles. Let's check this out. All right, you can see here, here's the caddis life cycle. And you have the larva, the pupa, the adult. And you can see pictures of how they are. And that's the life cycle of a caddis. It's not as complex as some of the flies we're going to cover, but you can cover the pupa and the larva and the adult and they're near set on whatever they're taking. So I'm very sorry if you're watching this in the replay and it's crappy. I really am. I don't know what's glitching. I don't know. This says the stream health is not so good. I don't know. Should I go out and come back in? Let's try that. Let's go out and come back in. I don't know how we're doing now. Okay. It says stream resumed. It looks green. Let's go. Okay, now let's talk again. Let's go back to the caddis. As you can see, the life cycle of the caddis is a pupa, and there is a larva, and basically an adult. And that's kind of the stages we cover on the caddis. You got midge here. They got the same kind of idea. You got the larva, the pupa, the adult. The adult goes off and returns to lay its eggs. Notice these hatches on the water. Whereas, let's say, here's a stonefly. The stonefly kind of doesn't hatch on the surface of the water. The nymph will crawl up onto the bank and hatch on the bank. And a good way you could tell is you could see these nymphs going onto the bank to hatch. But not only if you get there and you think that they're on the surface, you can look around the rocks and there'll be empty shucks where the fly had hatched into an adult and flew off. And that with the new camera that we're getting now, we might be able to bring you these actual stages and film this, which would really be cool. That's one way things we can do with your money when you help support our channel. And now you see a mayfly. Now mayfly is a lot more complex than most because you have a nymph, you have an emerger, you have a dun, you have a male, you have a spinner. And you have the migo, submigo, and all different stages of a mayfly. So you could do the mayfly, the emergers, the spinners, the duns, and then there's different ways you could cover duns, Cabela duns versus Catskill style dries. There's just so much we could cover. Another reason I don't want our channel to be shut down is so we could cover all this. So when the guy called me from California, he just started tying. He kind of said, well, yeah, I can read your recipe, but what about parts? What about thorax, abdomen? I'm not quite sure what you're talking to. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys that watch my videos that can't decide what all that is or know what all that is. And so I figured, well, I will show you. Excuse me. Coffee. All the parts of the fly, so you know our recipes, you know where we're coming from. And so let's show you parts of a fly so I can identify the parts of the fly. And like you could pull a fly off to say where. Okay. So here we have, you can see there's eyes, your antenna, your head. So we're going to break it down. You can see the front part where the thorax and the abdomen is. So now when you look at a recipe for a fly, you know, you could screenshot this and save this picture to your computer. And but this is also the kind of stuff we can discuss on one-on-one FaceTime if you have a little more questions about all this. But you can see where the thorax, the abdomen, the tail, the legs, gills, all that is part of the fly. And this will help you identify, as we're tying, what we're talking about, wing cases and all that. Now here's a dry fly, which is basically, this would be the same fly for the mayfly as you'd have the head, thorax, and abdomen of that. And, you know, this other, what all that other stuff is on the bottom of this, I don't know about that. I don't know. But anyway, you'd have legs, the wings would be up, and you'd have a tail. But you can see basically the different parts of the fly and where they are located on a dry fly or a nymph. That helps you, maybe makes you better to read a pattern. I'd like to teach you guys how to read a pattern. Like I said, this can all be discussed on the one-on-one time. You know, like I said, drop me an email if you have any questions. I will be able to go through all your problems. All you have to do, like I said, is drop me an email or set up a PayPal payment. Maybe you want more than one session, but $25 for a 4-hour session. I've been looking on YouTube to up my game, how I can bring you better videos, or how, and I'm constantly researching this. I spend hours and hours when I'm not tying, or my videos are uploading, watching videos on how to bring you better quality videos, how to make more money. Unfortunately, none of it's working. I've had a lot of people visiting my store, but nobody buying anything. So, like I said, we might have a big couple weeks shut down. And if you skipped all that, you have to go back and and rewatch this video and find out how you can keep this channel from getting shut down for a couple weeks. And I'm thinking I might just keep the Go page. That would be on all the videos. Even after we make this goal, I might put it back up. So if you guys want to give donations, now that we don't have Patreon anymore, so maybe I'll put a new one up for our new cameras, or, you know. Best way, though, would be to go to the store and buy products, because then you get something. We all get something. But we will be upgrading our cameras very soon. With the upcoming camera we have going on in the spring, which everybody knows you get taxes. Some of the tax money we get back is definitely buying a camera. Now the camera that we were thinking about getting, the DSLR Canon, I can't remember, EOS Rebel. DSLR EOS Rebel, I think is the name of the camera. It will make our fishing videos and these videos almost as good as you see at a theater. We will be able to bring you quality videos. Wait till you see the difference. And you will see the difference. This summer we will have a camera. But like I said, if you want that to happen quicker, or you want to help support that, that's cool, you know. Like I said, I've got a whole bunch of different ways now that we can support the channel. And I'm thinking about doing fly tying beginner classes. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I think I'm just going to do that to go through GoFundMe, or not GoFundMe, PayPal. Is you would send me a payment of whatever we have the courses set at, and then there would be maybe 10 videos, and I'll see how much I want to charge for 10 videos. And then you'll be able to send money to GoPro GoPro. Not on with the English very well today. Send it to GoFund, or no, there we go again. To our PayPal, and once we release the payment, then we would send you an email with the course. And if you wanted the second course, you'd send a PayPal payment again, and then we'd send you an email with the course. I just haven't figured out. You guys tell me what you think. How much I charge for courses? And this would include everything on how to buy a vise, about hooks, about thread, and what the different threads are, hooks, what you need to know about hooks is 3X shanks, nymph sprout hooks, barbless hooks. Like one reason, here we go. I'll share just a little bit of information with you that would be on the course. I had a lot of people get in contact with me and said, why do you debarb your hooks? Why don't you just buy debarbed hooks? A lot of you people are like, he just doesn't know you can buy debarbless hooks. He's not up on times. He doesn't know that. And you are wrong. I'm going to give you a reason why I don't use debarbless hooks. When you're using a tandem fly rig, if you're using a nymph and then a nymph trailing, a lot of times you tie that off the bend of the hook. You tie a piece of tippet. So you'd have your strike indicator and then your water depth of maybe, let's say you're 2 feet. So you'd have a strike indicator 3 or 2.5 feet down. You'd have your first weighted nymph. Then behind that, you would trail an unweighted nymph, so that they go through the water columns kind of at the same distance in the water column. When you want to tail that second nymph, a lot of times you tail that off the bend of the hook, and then it goes to the second fly. Without that barb there, even though it's bent over, it causes a little hump. It doesn't let that fly slip off, that tip slip off. If you have a completely barbless hook, that is completely smooth, and your tippet could come off of there as you're casting. A lot of reasons, but it could come off. I know this because I tried debarbless hook one time, and this is what happened. I lost a fish, lost my fly, lost my tippet. Somehow that tippet came off because that barb, little bump from debarbing the hook was not there, and I found it never buy debarbless hooks. But that's why I use debarbless hooks, and that's some of the kind of information I could give you on courses or one-on-one. Is information like that, that I can't cover all the things I know in YouTube videos at one time. It takes me an 8-hour day almost to make one video for you. So if you stop and do the math that we didn't get anybody bought anything off of any of our websites or anything yet, or our store, if you stop to do math, I earned 1 year, $100 in the last 3 years, and every video you see on our channel took about 8-hour day. Not a good pay. So that's why we come up with other reasons to help support the channel, because we'll never grow at that pace. I mean, I could put out videos. I have the cameras. I could put out videos, but don't you want to see better quality videos? So that's why, that's why I want to upgrade camera equipment, and I'll be able to use a new camera also to record tying videos by using a micro lens where I could zoom into a quarter and see a speck of dust on it. That would be great. It'll make the video quality of our videos go better. It's just, we're upgrading constantly. But, you gotta think it takes a long time to make videos. I had a lot of friends through this time that got a hold of me that had YouTube channels that don't have them anymore because they were like, it's just too much work and you don't make anything. But that's not really why I started this in the first place. I started this because I wanted to give, when I was young, I got free tying classes at the local courthouse, and I wanted to give you a chance to learn flies for free. That's why I started it. I never thought 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, right. You just said you're going to reach 1,000 subscribers, and when I first started this, I'd be like, yeah, who? But we're here, and you guys like watching our videos, and I love bringing them to you. But it is not without expense. So, like I said, to recap everything, you can go live with us, FaceTime to save the channel. You can go to the GoFundMe page to save the channel. You can go buy stuff in our store, t-shirts. And like I said in the comments, I want to know what flies you'd like to see us put out a t-shirt. Maybe the beadhead pheasant tail nymph you'd like to see. Maybe a flashback pheasant tail nymph you'd like to see a shirt of with the recipe. There's thousands of flies out there. I can make thousands of these shirts. And I plan on going through it as we go through the flies. Like we did midges, we did caddises, we covered them. I didn't do a scud shirt yet. But I think these are the ones I'm going to offer. These are the shirts. I'm going to get rid of the old ones that have the picture of the bug on the front. and we're just going to stick to pattern shirts. And that's basically what they are, is you'll have a picture of the fly hat on the front and how to tie it on the back. I have never, ever, ever seen these offered anywhere. And trust me, I've been on Amazon looking to make sure that I'm not doing a second-rate somebody's other's idea. Go back and say, well, it was my idea. I did that all the time, and nobody did it. I couldn't find not one shirt like that on the internet, on it, to sell it on Amazon. So you tell all your friends, you be like, dude, this guy came up with a new shirt you might want to check out called the pattern shirts, where you can buy a shirt with the pattern on. You can get a hold of him and tell him what kind of pattern you'd like to see in a shirt, and he'll build it for you. You know, I just think that is the coolest idea. And I'm not the one that came up with the idea. I'm sorry. I love to take the credit, but it was a good friend of mine that does videos on our channel. That Carl, if you're watching this in the replay, come on, give us some more videos. We're waiting to see how you improved. Carl Dennis said to me one day, he said, I think that you should do pattern shirts with a picture of the pattern on the front. At first, we thought maybe the picture of the fly. You guys didn't like them, so we turned them to the picture of the pattern itself. And I love these shirts. I'm sorry I'm rambling on about this, but I didn't have much to fly fishing to talk about on this live stream. But I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that if the channel goes down, that's what the problem is. Maybe you'll wait till the channel goes down for you don't see a video for a week to decide that, hey, maybe now I need to go and email. And I'll try and keep up on my emails. Without no internet, it's going to be a rough one. But I'll try and keep up on it, pay attention to the GoFundMe page, so that if we reach our thing of $300, I can transfer it in the bank to get that paid so that we can switch back on. And it will happen. Unless you help me prevent it from happening. Don't get me wrong, I'm still working. It's just that it's taking all the money that I'm making right now. We're working tomorrow. We work on the warm days when it gets above freezing, which we had very few, and a lot of flooding up here in Pennsylvania. Our local stream, you couldn't even get in and out of the towns on our local stream. Excuse me while I answer the Tracy's very important call. Okay, I know something I wanted to talk about. A bunch of you guys got a hold of me and said, why don't you let Tracy do the narrating? When I'm bringing you these videos, the most time I'm uploading videos is now. That's like why I said it would be such a bummer for the channel to go down when I can bring you videos. Because I don't work in the winter. It's too cold. A lot of times, like today, it's the weekend, we don't work. But tomorrow we will. And Tuesday it's supposed to get cold. Wednesday it's supposed to get cold. Thursday it's supposed to, and I get cold. And it's too cold for me to go to work. So Tracy's at work right now. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to upload the video. Then I'd have to get, and one thing you want to know about something is I'd have to set up my phone to put everything that she's supposed to say. My Tracy just only been fly fishing for a little over 2 years. She doesn't tie her own flies, so I'd have to tell her everything to say, to narrate the videos. It would even be more hard to do, and it would take even longer than 8 hours because I'd have to wait till she gets home, set up a teleprompter so she knows what to say. And I mean, we might do that. That would be a good idea as a guest, like a, I don't know. We will have her do it on 1 or 2 videos. You're going to have to subscribe to see if she does it. And you're going to have to watch our videos every day when one of these kind of surprises might pop up. Like all the people that didn't watch this live replay ain't going to have no idea what happened when the channel gets shut off for a couple weeks. Maybe then when they go back and watch old videos that, you know. And here, I have another question for all y'all. I looked at the algorithms on our channel. 86% of views that we get on our videos are non-subscribers. That means they're watching it and leaving and not subscribing. So I want you guys' tips on how you think I could make it so that we get a turnover rate higher than we are now, where maybe only 20% of views are coming from non-subscribers because they're subscribing when they watch them. That means that we got 86% of the people who watch our videos don't subscribe. I'd like to know what you guys' ideas are so that we can transfer them over to subscribers so they get to enjoy our channel, you know, and watch every video we got. You guys could tell me your ideas of how we could transfer them over. I'll be watching for the comments. Our giveaway is going to end next week. It was only running for the month of January. We have another one going where I have all the stuff wrapped up in a bag down here. There's all them things to go. That's a giveaway. If you haven't seen that, make sure you watch our old videos. These are really cool. Product giveaway we got. Somebody sent us some free stuff. And what do I do when I get free stuff? Send it to you. So, yeah, if you know have a friend who builds stuff that wants to go on our channel and send us free stuff, if you want to have a business and you want us to review your stuff that you make at your shop, check out the email link. Send us an email. Tell us what's up. Or if you just send it send it to the PO office box that's listed in the description below. You know what would really be cool? You guys start sending me artwork, fly fishing artwork, anything, really cool stuff. We're gonna put, see this here? This is a tapestry. That's because behind that, we're building a wall. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a wall there. And so from now on, you'll have a back wall that'll have our thing on it. But we're going to hang all pictures that you send, stickers you send. I'm going to start putting on that wall, and that'll be our subscriber wall. So if you're interested in being on the wall, then we're not going to start using that wall until we got stuff on it. I'm not going to just show you a bare wall. But once you start sending stuff, we'll start putting stuff on the wall. If you'd like to do that, you got send stuff to the PO office box, and we'll put it on the wall. If you want to be, you know, your business on the background, or excuse me, we can do that. Maybe you want to sponsor a live stream. Would really be cool. Wow, we're getting close to the end. That was almost an hour already. I'm just blabbing on about our channel getting shut down, and I know it's terrible. You want to talk more about fly fishing when you come here. I apologize for that. Next live stream, I promise, will be more filled with fly fishing information. I've been trying to put out a video. I got one that's on the make after lunch. I will put that out, so look forward to that. That's a realistic caddis pupa pattern. When I say it's realistic, it is amazing. New fly tying technique that I had just learned that makes a body of a caddis pupa. I am just so impressed with it. Tracy's looking at it yesterday when after class, or after I did the video, and she's like, "Wow, that's gonna catch fish." And I said, "Yeah, that's gonna catch fish." And that's one that's not a pattern. That's just some kind of body way. Somebody showed me to tie body, and we just ran with it. And you won't find that fly anywhere else but here. See, that's what we want to start bringing you, is flies that you don't. Everybody knows how to tie a quill gourd. If you don't, you can look at our old videos. If you look back at our old videos, you know how to tie a Catskill style. Like if you watch the blue-winged olive video, we didn't tie it like we, the Catskill style. We tied it a different way. If you want to see the old Catskill style or the old typical dry fly patterns, you can go back and watch our older videos. I'll start linking them on our videos. So you can go watch the old elk hair caddis pattern, or the beadhead pheasant tail, or most of them patterns I covered them in the first year. I don't want to keep giving you the same videos over and over and over in the same patterns. Like this year, we're going to cover bass flies. We're going to get out. We're going to get kayaks this year and go out. Last year, like I said, we had a bad year. I think I have found a new job that I'll be working all summer. The only thing problem with it is I work all summer and I won't get as much fishing in. But on the same thing, we'll have more money. We'll be able to get kayaks, take you out on the Susquehanna, do some bass fishing this year. We plan on going after in June up to maybe fishing some tailwaters, maybe going up to New York with Carl and hanging out up there and learning about land-based salmon and or land-based steelheads. And we're going to get out and adventure this year, so make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure, let me tell you something. If you're watching this video, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go down and click that subscribe button. If you're already not new here, go down and click that subscribe button, because I lose, I don't know, about 80 subscribers a month. And what happens is, if you don't comment, you don't like on videos, and not interactive on the channel, after so long, no one subscribe you because they think you're a fake, that you're a robot. Because there is people that pay they pay fake subscribers. And what they'll do is, when you first start your channel, they'll pay to get like 3,000 subscribers, and they'll pay for them. So it looks like they have a lot of attention, and you likely go to their channel and subscribe because you're like, well, they got 30,000 subscribers. They must make good videos, and that's not always true. They might have paid for them. So in YouTube's way of getting rid of that happening is they'll start shutting down and clicking off and unsubscribing channels because they think they're robots that were paid for subscribers. I've never done that. That's why you don't see our subscriber count way up, because I never paid for them. I didn't want false subscribers. I wanted real people to subscribe to our channel. Because fake subscribers, they don't comment. You don't see that, the like activity, or none of that. So, and if you're not getting, when this stream went live, since we only had one person watching today, if you didn't, make sure you know that 9 a.m. every other Sunday, we will have a live stream. It's not next Sunday, the following Sunday at 9 a.m. We will do this. If you're watching this replay and you're like, man, I missed it again. I've had people ask me when it was this time, and I told them, and we still only have one. I don't know if it's too early for people out in California to get up in the morning, and forget about UK. I have no idea what time it is over there. So if you're watching this in the live stream, I'm sorry about talking about how to keep our channel alive. I just didn't want you to be shocked when all of a sudden we're not putting out videos. We didn't get lazy. We didn't just decide to stop making videos. We just had a problem with the internet being shut off, as keeping caught up on, electricity. And, I didn't even get my fishing license yet. And which really stinks, because the last Sunday I could have been out fishing, or yesterday. Hell, today it's, I think, 50 degrees outside. Let's see. I just have been trying to catch up on bills so much that, it's not always easy. I'm not a rich man. I know a lot of you guys that are. A lot of fly fishermen do have ungodly means, and they think, oh, I'm making tons of YouTube money, and I'm not. I don't know if you can see that. 43 degrees. Why are we not on the water? Don't have a license yet. You see, these are, it happens. You know, I know, probably not concern you guys. It'll be like, there he is again, asking us to help him bail him out. So, it's not helping me out as much as it is to stay on YouTube. I got an antenna. I can watch TV and catch up on my tying. Like a lot of these videos I tie, I said I'm tie. You want them on a size 20. If that's what fly you'd want to tie them on. The hooks I'm tying them on sometimes are 18s, 10s, 12s, just so I can bring you better quality video. So, you're not, if I try and shoot a video in a size 20, you're never, ever going to like that video because it'll be so out of, so blurred and stuff because the camera has to try and focus in. And right now, like I said, we've been using, webcam. It's, I forget, Logitech webcam. Whereas when I upgrade to a regular camera, we'll be able to zoom in. We still be able to go live. The thing is cool about that is we'll be able to take you the camera and go live, maybe out on the stream. Maybe we could do one of these live streams. I could talk to you on the creek. That would be cool. One thing is we are approved for live streaming now via phone. But the only problem with that is a lot of times when the creeks we're on, the phone thing does not really work that much. A lot of times you don't have internet or phone service on creeks. So I think we should talk to the phone companies to try and get us phone service on all the creeks so we could go fishing live. We might have a couple places. I think out back we can go, which is this creek right behind the studio here. We can go live there. And if all you guys are like, oh, I didn't see any chats in the super chat thing. I don't know if that box is saying where this video is not unavailable or that's just not gonna be there. But I have a problem with super chat, but we had no chatting during this live stream. If you're watching this in the replay and you're like, oh man, I missed it, I would have wanted to comment, just comment below. I'll get to them. See, the thing is, when I go on my YouTube channel, every time I click on my YouTube channel, up in the little thing in the corner, if you guys have a YouTube channel know this, if you don't, you won't. There's a little bell that is up there. Excuse me. Every time I click on my YouTube channel, your comments come up there. So unless I don't want to get rid of that little red icon that says 8, that's annoying, I gotta check out the comments. And I love comments. I get some serious cool comments. Maybe the next live stream we could do a comment where I read comments that people sent in. Let me tell you what you think about that below. I know a lot of you guys are probably mad at me because I didn't talk much about fishing in this one. But I wanted to let you know what's going on with our channel, what's the possibility of things happening with our channel, thinking that we might lose monetization. If that happens, we have to come up with another source of income to keep the channel alive. Like I said, we'll probably keep the GoFundMe in there. We'll just set new things. The GoFundMe that's down below here is to keep the channel alive. And it's only set at $300, which our bill is. I was going to set it for some stupid $5,000 or something when my bill is only $300. And even after that, if we keep the channel alive or we don't get anything on the GoFundMe, the channel goes dead. When it comes back alive, we'll start another GoFundMe of help us buy a camera. Once we buy the camera, if we buy it out of our pocket, then we'll start another one for something else. And we'll keep them so you can support the channel that way too if you want. I mean, that's just another way to support the channel. Other ways, like I said, store the $25. Don't forget about that $25 4-hour one-on-one questions and answers. All you have to do is send me an email. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Our hour is about up. I think I covered all the different stages of fly. Make sure you get them. Make sure you tie all the flies that we're doing in this new series, so that when you get to the creek, no matter what stage that particular fly is, like midges are all winter long, all year long. Sometimes, you know, we'll go from midges. If you go fishing now, you can use midges, the different midge nymphs. Maybe throw on a pupa, caddis. Last year in the winter, I seen one of them. I found one of my legs squirming around like a little worm, trying to, you know, go through the water column. It was on my boot. That was before I thought all I thought all random caddises were black, because they change color from adult to, you know, pupa, and they're green. Oh, green. And so I didn't think it was a caddis pupa. And now looking back, that I'd learned more. Like I said, I learned more. Like, I'm constantly listening to stuff like the Orvis podcast. If you want to learn a lot, the stuff that I can't teach you, go to the Orvis podcast, listen to that. I come up with things to talk about with you guys on the podcast. It's pretty neat. I've learned so much listening to his podcast. It's really cool. So if you want to check that out, the Orvis podcast with Tom Rosenbauer. He's a really good guy. Fortunately, I didn't get to meet him yet. All the book, my goal for this book is, and we'll talk to the person. My goal is to take as much of the 200 and whatever tires, I think 235 tires that are in this, and get every one of them as I possibly can to sign this. That's my goal for the next year or two, is get as many signatures on this book as I can. And we'll have a talk with them when they're signing it. So look forward to them videos. We'll get to talk to all the tires in here. And not to mention, we're going to start covering some of the flies out of this book in future tying videos. I'm going to come up, I think I'll get most of my bass bugs out of here after reading their stories. I recommend you get this book. It is full of some serious cool stories. There's flies that led to engagements, weddings, and proposals, all kinds of really cool stories. It's a very good book, and all the money goes to charity. It tells you right inside the book the charities that they go to. There's great artwork like there. See, there's just great artwork in here. It's a really good book. Famous quotes from famous fly tires, and I love the book. I mean, you couldn't get it out of my hands if you wanted to. I love it. So that's about the end of our live stream. I hope you like this live stream. I hope you decide to help us keep our channel alive. I've been talking about it almost the whole video, so I don't think I have to cover that again, the different ways of doing that. I thank you if you do help us keep it alive. Thank you very much. But if not, I'm not sure when we'll stop. We're putting out another video after lunch today. The caddis pupa, and the next one would be a dry, if we get it in, like I said before they click us off. So thank you guys all for watching our live stream in the replay, or the one person we had this whole live stream. Thank you very much, you guys, for supporting our channel, keeping us doing what we love. And we thank you. You guys love our channel. There's been a lot of positive response to our channel in the last 2 years. And I'm very happy to bring you guys videos. So from the bottom of my heart and Tracy's, we love you all. Thank you for watching our videos over and over. Thank you for supporting our channel. And we will see you again 2 Saturdays from now. Keep your lines wet, out of the trees, and only give them fish on sore lips.